Hello, Internet. This is Whispering Whim. Finally, bringing you my July Munch pack. July has been a really eventful month for me. So I'm actually trying to sneak in this recording before I go into work today. So I'm having Munch pack for breakfast. But you guys should feel special that I woke up extra early just to try to get this in. If I have enough time at the end, before I have to leave to go to work, I'll tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my life. But I figure this is the most important part. So let's get started. Here's our first little reveal, so to speak. Today, this Munch pack was made with love, just for you, by Nick. So, I think it's been a female that's done most of my Munch packs. So maybe Nick will have some interesting different treats for us today. Of course, there's the reveal paper, right? And then there's our first real peek inside. And I see some pickle chips on the top there. And I think those are going to have to go first. It's been a long time since I've gotten any sort of pickle chip. But I do believe I've gotten some before. And this is a product of the USA. The Munch pack still has those little cheat stickers. And I definitely don't know, like, it'll save me time. I'll be able to get through this video a little faster. But sometimes I think it ruins the mystery when you can easily read what the product is. And these are nice thin potato chips. I don't like the super thick kettle cut. They are still a kettle cook, actually. But other than that, I really like these. Got a nice snap to them. Because it's pickle flavor, they're kind of got that hint of vinegar and salt. But there's just that little extra something, right? It's probably not actually pickle flavor so much as dill flavor. But that's okay with me, right? And then I definitely can't ignore this big crazy bag that's also on the top there. Looks like some sort of twisty, crunchy thing. Queso y chile, which is cheese and chili. This is a product of Mexico. Spicy and tangy crunchy corn snacks flavored with cheese, chili, and lime flavors. See, that ruins the mystery. Because I would have so much fun trying to figure out from the picture what things were. I probably could have figured this one out since it's got like a little bit of a cheese picture on there, but still. So they're definitely enlarged to show texture on the bag there. A lot smaller in real life. It's not bad. It's kind of like a Cheeto. It's definitely like that puffy, corn with a flavoring. The flavoring part isn't as strong as I would have expected. Like, it's less cheesy than a Cheeto, and the spicy part isn't too spicy. But it's still good. I could see finishing that up. maybe since I'm on my way to work, I'll bring the leftovers and let my coworkers try them out. Okay, so Koala's March Matcha Green Tea. This is a product of Thailand. I like Koala. I've had their little tea cookies before, though not matcha flavor. I don't mind matcha, but it's not my favorite. I know a lot of people that go crazy for this stuff. You know, they have to have matcha ice cream or mochi, and I'm just like, I'll stick with my fruit flavors. That's a fun little box to reveal a average bag, right? But it does have cute little koalas on it. There's a girl koala with a little bow in her hair and a very grumpy koala. And the even best part is that this brand prints on the little crackers. So like, this is just a happy little koala chilling with, I don't know, some fruit or something. I don't know what to say other than it tastes kind of exactly like I expected. The Koala Cookie, the outside is always kind of like just a, kind of like circus animals, if you've ever eaten those as a kid. And the inside is just kind of like a soft cream, although it's not creamy in the sense that it tastes like dairy to me. It just kind of tastes like fat and sugar. But those aren't bad either. I guess I can't really complain, right? I've just done so many of these now that I think I get maybe a little jaded. Like, I'm always super excited, but I'm also more critical. But I am going to move right along since, as I said, I'm racing the clock today against when I have to leave for work. And I got up even earlier. Like, I should have had plenty of time to do the video. That was my goal. I got up 2 hours before I needed to. And then a buddy of mine who also does art, sells it, was like, oh no, the spots for one of the conventions we were going to do is filling up. You have to go, you have to sign up now. So I actually ended up, it was fortunate that I was awake, but I ended up working on that instead of this. So anyways, we've got Yummy Yummy Gummy Candy, Groovy Banana flavor. And this is a product of Turkey. How interesting, Turkey. I like those. I don't always enjoy artificial banana, but sometimes I do. And I love soft things. And this isn't too dried out. It's almost like almost a fluffy gummy, right? So not quite like a marshmallow, more dense than that, but definitely has a bit more air or something in it than, say, like a gummy bear would have. So these groovy bananas are good. Yay me. I haven't hated anything yet. That's always kind of my secret goal, is to not hate anything. Next up, Nestle Chocosette sandwich cookies. And this is a product of Colombia. And it looks like there are little coconuts on this package. I feel like anybody that's watched enough of these videos knows that coconut is like my ultimate weakness. I love it more than chocolate or, strawberries, caramel, cheese. I love coconut. So this will either be absolutely fantastic or just slightly disappointing. So the smell of them is to die for. Like, I smell that smell and it makes me smile. But the cookie itself isn't that strong of a flavor. You have that standard like shortbread kind of a cookie crunchiness. And I imagine all the coconut flavor is just in that tiny, tiny little wedge of cream. But the way it smells, you would think it would taste stronger. Oh, that's all right. I'll definitely finish this package. All right. Next up is a bakery peach pie. This is a product of the USA. And I am going to pretty much guess I know what this tastes like. And I know because I'm going to run off to work that I can't finish this right away. So I'm sad to admit it, but I'm not going to open this up and try it. Just because it's not super exotic and I wouldn't be able to eat it all and etc. etc. I hope you're not too disappointed that I didn't eat the peach pie. But I will open up this Ulker Cat Cat Tat with apricot filling. And that is a product of Turkey. So basically it's puff pastry with a little bit of filling. Comes with its own little protective sleeve there. This looks like a good breakfast food. I don't know if it's meant for breakfast or not, but it reminds me of like a, what are they called? Like those little tartlets that have fruit in them. Well, anyways. So it's super, super flaky. And I didn't get any of the fruit filling on that first bite. So I'm going to go in for one more bite and hope that I don't drop too much of this on the ground. Okay, so I got some of the fruit in that bite. And it's good. It's kind of more like a jelly wrapped in a almost like a croissant, right? Because it's very flaky. And honestly, I like it. It's not very like wow, bang, pop, zoom, whatever. The flavors are kind of mild and everything about it is not like super, super fantastic, but it's good. But I would imagine that I could enjoy eating that or finishing it for today at least. Moving right along. Looks like we've got 3 more items and I will finish this video before I have to go to work and hopefully not be late. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, let's take a look. This is Frit Lime Orange Chewy Candy Strips. Flavored candy with vitamin C, so you can pretend that you're being healthy, but pretty much any citrusy or sour candy is going to have vitamin C in it. Because citric acid is the way that they make that flavor, right? The sort of tangy citrus, right, follows. Well, citric acid is vitamin C. This part is interesting to me though. It almost looks like a comically oversized pack of gum. All of the little fruit strips are individually wrapped, which I can appreciate. Got kind of a wax paper on there. And if I can get it out, it's very soft. Super soft. I'm excited. And it has these little like tear lines that don't, I guess they do work, but not as cleanly as you would expect since they put the effort to portion it out for you. That orange flavor is coming through loud and clear. The texture is kind of like a Laffy Taffy, but again, these are like super soft. Like I can play with it and mold it, but it's not sticky, or at least not overly sticky. This is good. I think this might be my favorite thing out of the box so far. Although those gummy bananas come in a close second. And of course the coconut cookies could have been there. If only the flavor matched the smell, right? Next up, we have some Haichu, which is going to be like another gummy, not necessarily gummy, but kind of in that same realm of what I just had. Most people describe Haichus as like Asian starbursts, right? So let's go ahead and read this real quick, actually. This is Akia flavor, or Asia. Chewy and sweet, individually wrapped. Has real chia seeds in there. So maybe the texture will be weird. And this is a product of Taiwan. Let's see if I can actually open it here. Getting that first piece out is always difficult. So, individually wrapped, same kind of plain paper as before. And you can see the seeds in there a little bit, kind of like little brown spots. Reminds me of like dragon fruit, sort of that color palette. Okay. It's definitely artificially flavored. I can taste that. And I missed the little open here spot. That might have made my life easier. It's a little on the hard side for me to chew, but it's not terrible. And the seeds don't really add to the texture at all. Because I would have expected like it to seem like there's crunchy bits in there, but it wasn't really. It just tastes like a gummy. So it's not bad. Not fabulous, but not bad. Last but not least, we have a waffle. This one's organic. Strawberry flavored waffle. And it is a product of Canada. And you know what's really funny is I absolutely have no excuse for not having a cup of coffee or a tea. I was going to make some, and then I got so distracted this morning that I was gonna make some, and I got so distracted this morning that I didn't make myself any tea or coffee or anything caffeinated. I don't feel too tired yet, but we'll see how I feel when I get to work. So there's the little waffle. And for those who maybe haven't seen 1,000 of these videos, the reason why I was complaining about not having a hot beverage is that the idea is that you set it on the cup and the steam kind of softens it and warms it and just makes it more delicious. And I never, ever seem to try this thing the way it's supposed to be eaten. One of these days, though. It's not bad. The strawberry flavor doesn't come across very strongly, but there's a nice little gooey bit in there, and it has a lovely texture like a waffle would, right? So I'm gonna say this is a win. It is the last item of my box, so I can happily say that everything that I tried today was a winner, or at least palatable, right? And unfortunately, it looks like I don't have enough time to talk about my whole month, which I know a lot of people were curious about, like my art show and some other things. I'll have to figure out an alternative to telling you guys. Maybe I'll make it its own video, but I'd only be able to do like a slideshow, so I'm not sure about that. But I will tell you the most big, important news, and that is I got engaged. Can you believe it? I've been dating the same guy for almost 5 years now, and he finally proposed, and it was super, super magical. It wasn't anything extreme, right? He didn't get like a blimp in the air or anything like that, but he picked a nice little spot, and he managed to have my family and his family kind of hiding in the background, and it's been wonderful. So I'm super excited, and I'll try not to be like, my fiance every 2 seconds, but it may pop up here and there. So that's the biggest piece of news. I'll find some way, maybe I'll make a video about it. We'll see if I find the time to tell you all about my art show and my next art show and things like that. So for now, I just have to say thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Gargoyle, Quiet Noise. I know there's a few others, but I don't have time to look it up. I'm starting to get so many people that it's almost difficult, right, to shout out all the wonderful people. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.